Today on the Stay at Home Chef, I'm showing you how to make maple scalloped sweet potatoes. If you love sweet potatoes like I do, this might be your new favorite side dish. It's not just limited to Thanksgiving or Christmas. You're going to want to be eating this all the time. It's a mixture of scalloped potatoes and mapley goodness, and it is heavenly. Start by peeling 2.5 pounds of sweet potatoes, and you want to use the orange kind. Once peeled, you need to slice them into thin slices, so you can use a sharp knife, a mandolin, or I'm just using the little slicing side on this cheese grater. You're looking for just about 1/8 of an inch thick. You can even use a food processor. Don't overthink it. Just work with whatever tools you have. It really doesn't matter. Transfer all of your sweet potato slices to a lightly greased 9x13 pan. We'll set those sweet potatoes aside and head on over to the stove. Melt 2 tablespoons of butter in a medium saucepan over medium heat. Sprinkle in 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and whisk this all in with the melted butter to form a paste, which is called a roux. Cook that roux for about 90 seconds, then slowly pour in 1.5 cups of heavy cream, 1/2 cup of milk, and preferably that's whole milk. Then we'll measure out 1/4 cup of pure maple syrup, not the fake maple syrup that's super thick and sticky. That's for pancakes. And we'll keep whisking that while we add in our seasonings. You'll add 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Bring this to a simmer over medium to medium-high heat until it thickens. You want it to be thick enough to coat the back of the spoon, which will take just a few minutes. It really happens right about the same time as it comes to a simmer. Remove it from the heat, and we're gonna stir in just 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And you can see here, if I dip my spatula in, it's thick enough that it coats the back. That's what it means, to be thick enough to coat the back of a spoon. Drizzle this over your sweet potatoes to coat, and if you want, you can do this in a separate mixing bowl or do it directly in the pan. Choice is up to you. If you're doing it directly in the pan, you do need to stir them around a little bit just to make sure all of those sweet potato slices get coated in that liquidy maple goodness. Then I've got 2 tablespoons of cubed butter, and I'm gonna just dot the top with that butter so it melts as it bakes. Then you can bake it just like this, but if you want to be a little bit extra, you can sprinkle on some roughly chopped pecans. Cover the pan tightly with aluminum foil. Then we're going to bake this in a 375-degree oven for 45 minutes with the foil on, and then we'll go ahead and remove it and bake it for an additional 30 minutes. It's all bubbly and warm, and it smells absolutely amazing in here. There's just one more thing if you want to be extra, and that is to add on some fresh thyme. This is especially good in the fall. Once again, it is optional. You really can go either way. It just kind of depends on which flavor profile you are looking for. But either way, this is delicious. Thanks for watching. You can find the full written recipe in the video description. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow, and check out the rest of my videos where you can find hundreds of restaurant quality recipes you can easily make at home. We'll see you later.